All right, so this right here is the stuff that I've been buying. It's just full-size foam mattress pad. That's what they call it here. Also, I'm getting myself a throw rug to throw on the floor to hopefully get rid of a little bit more echo. And then I'm going to be putting a carpet, another rug, over the flat counter that I have the keyboard. So, yeah. Okay, so again, if you didn't watch the last video, this is my new recording space. It's not new, it's the same recording space, but I need to improve it. I did some auditions and a few gigs yesterday, and there was a little bit of echo, and there was like a sharp reverb coming back because of my higher pitched voice. Anytime I get loud, I can hear I don't know if you can hear it in here, but there is a sharp bounce back. I'm not sure if it's the screen vibrating. My guess is it's these, even though I've taken them off, they're still in here. I'm going to remove them. I have some LED strip lights that are coming in that I'm just going to attach to this to give myself some light and some illumination. So yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of this off this counter. I'm going to attach the rug, the carpet, to this, staple it down with my little staple gun, which is how I got all this up on the wall. And then I'm going to cut out some more of the phone topper stuff. I'm going to put it down here, put it here, any other blank spot, like probably across that wall that I can find, anything up there. So yeah, so let's get to it. All right, here's a little commentary for you guys, so you're not just listening to dead silence while you see me zip around the room. So I bought the carpet. It was a little bit too long, so of course I had to trim it down. That was me adjusting the camera. It just freaks out there for a second. So I had to cut it down to the right size. Use a little box cutter and some heavy-duty scissors, and then I just came in and then I just started stapling it together with my staple gun. After that, then I had to trim it around the corner that I had it bent around. So I had to bend it around and then staple it again, and that was basically it. Just secured it and cinched it up nice and tight. All right, now I have the carpet on the board. I also found out that it was loose on this end, and so anytime I touched it, it would bounce up and down, so I had to screw that down. So now I'm just putting all these wires back in place because I'm done with this part. Next is doing this right here. Yeah. All right, and this is literally the easiest thing to do. Just cut the bed topper into reasonably sized squares. Depends on what size you get, whether it's twin bed, full-sized, or queen mattress topper. You'll have more squares to work with. I got a full this time. And that gave me more than enough to fill in these spaces. All right, let me show you what I got so far. This is irrelevant. Okay, so I got the rest of the panels up. Got one back here. This is up. Oh, this is back. I keep not having the camera face it. So this is up. Okay, it doesn't tap as much. Before you do like this, and like the whole thing would shake, and it was a problem. So I got a panel back there. More panels over here. The corners are filled. There's a carpet beneath me now, an actual carpet. Yes, I probably could have just kept it with the carpet that I had already, but with just the regular carpet that was in here, but I wanted a throw rug that had a little bit more density, and it was a little bit more of a wavy material, which it kind of is. Also, it's softer, so standing here for long periods of time is just going to be more comfortable, because I basically just stood in the same position here. There's like a big nasty line where the carpet is just mushed from where I've been standing facing this direction before. This is the direction I was facing, and so I just from just standing here, just working at the mic for so long, it had just dug a ditch, basically. So this is way more comfortable. Next, I'm going to put this up. I'm going to do some sound tests with and without a new curtain. Well, I'm probably going to leave this one, but I'm probably just going to add to it. So, by the way, all the stuff that I've done in these past 2 days to the room cost me maybe 80 bucks. The most expensive thing I think was the carpet, actually. The bed toppers are like 12 bucks or something like that. And I bought 2 sheets of those. This is 9 bucks. The carpet I think was like 19. And then most of the other stuff is stuff that I already had, and then this was, I think this was like another 12 bucks. Most of the stuff was stuff that I already had, like the wall mount. I'd already had the wall mount for the screen. I was just never able to use it. Another thing that I might be doing later is I might actually be putting my mic on one of these instead of the gooseneck. Putting it on one of these, I like to call them monkey tails. I don't know who else, what they're actually called. I assume that this was a gooseneck, but this has been called a gooseneck or a crane. So I don't know which is which, but getting one of these so it has flexibility without taking up any room. Because in order for me to get the mic towards me, I have to make sure it's not in the way of anything or pressing up against the wall. Before, it would be here, over here, and it would face me this way, and it had a lot of room because if it goes too far, there's just the corner of the closet right there. So yeah. Oh, one thing that I did notice, another thing that I noticed from recording last night is that now facing this way, the capsule of the microphone is facing that way. It's now pointed that direction, which that is now the weakest point of the room, which means that any noise is coming through this direction. So now it's picking it up. Before, the capsule was faced this way, and so the back of the microphone, the least sensitive side, was towards the opening. And so now I'm able to hear a little bit more of the outside noise, and that's why I'm hoping adding a curtain, an extra, adding the moving blanket, hanging that up might help a little bit more. If it does, then cool. I'm gonna add the curtain. We're gonna check this out again, and I'm gonna have the AC off in a second. It was hot in here. I had to have the AC on. Now I am done. Hopefully completely done. I'm gonna do some voiceover here in a second, just to see how it is now that I've finished all of this. So I hung up this blanket. I was gonna hang up my moving blanket. I still have the larger blanket outside, but this I was trying to add an extra layer. I did some tests with this and the moving blanket, and there wasn't that much of a difference between the two. There was maybe like 2 decibels maybe, and this one just seemed to be closer to the right size. And the moving blanket, that's what I travel with, so I'm just going to leave that in the duffel. However, after hanging this up and doing some tests, I used my phone, has a sound meter, sound level meter app, and I have my iPad outside of the space playing some pink noise. So I did it with the curtains open. I did it with one of the curtains closed, and then with the other one closed. And the difference between having just this curtain and both of them is only like 1 or 2 decibels, which isn't that big. I mean, it's an improvement, sure, but it's not that big a deal. Essentially, I could just take this down and my audio would basically be the same. But yeah, so there we go. I'm done. I'm probably not going to add any more down to the bottom. I don't think it makes that big a deal. My voice is traveling up, and in this direction. So I don't think it's going to make that big a difference. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to ask me any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. If you'd like some help putting together your voiceover space and you have a budget, again, let me know. There's also the Funny Guy Timmy Gmail account. You can send me an email and maybe we can get in touch and I can help you guys out. Maybe finding the right mic or the right equipment or the right space for your voice. If you have any questions, you can do that. Until then, thank you guys for watching and I'll catch you later. Peace. You're listening to WGYJ LP 93.5 FM, Atmore, Alabama. You're listening to WGYJ LP 93.5 FM, Atmore, Alabama. You're listening to WGYJ LP 93.5 FM, Atmore, Alabama.